up, Niners faithful? This is Juju Talk Sports, done by Jose Corral. This is 49 Reasons to Listen. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Like, comment, subscribe. All right, guys. So the Niners, big game this weekend. But allow me to introduce you to the 49ers Kryptonite. You know him well, but he can introduce himself. Here he is.
Mr. Unlimited. Yeah, you got to be unlimited. You got to have a thought process of being unlimited.
Now, Jose, how does it make you feel that this man has a 12-4 record lifetime against our San Francisco 49ers?
It makes me hate him, but at the same time respect him, just because those 16 games have been very rough. We've been able to see every single one of those games, and some of them have not been close against our favor. Some of them have, even the ones where they've pulled out a win. The Seahawks have. He's kind of – and a lot of the reasons why a lot of those close games went the Seahawks' way is because of Mr. Unlimited himself, just pulling out trick after trick after trick. When you think you have him, he just kind of gets away from you, and that's why he's one of the best players in the league. It makes me hate the guy because he's beaten us 12 times, but at the same time, you got to respect the guy. He's one of the best in the league, and it kind of sucks that we have to face him twice every single year.
Want to know how much heartbreak he's generated for me, Jose? Unlimited heartbreak. This guy, every time I think the Niners have him, every time I think the game is won, you mentioned the blowouts, but the close games hurt that much more because he just rolls out of the pocket, does some crazy bullshit, and suddenly you look up at the scoreboard, Niners lost in the final couple minutes. If you were to look around the leagues and look at all the quarterbacks the Niners have faced over the years, I would say Russell Wilson, 10 out of 10 times scares me more than Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady, any of the other opposing quarterbacks. And the harder thing about him, he's in our division. We get to see him twice a year, and he never makes any of those games easy. Obviously, the Niners split this series last year, but both of those games were intense, down to the wire. And I just remember driving back home. So I'm literally driving. I'm listening in the radio as the Niners are playing that Week 17 game. And I'm hearing that final drive as they're going to the goal line. Pete Carroll, once again, messes things up on the first yard mark or whatever. And obviously, huge tackle by Dre Greenlaw. And that's the type of stuff that takes. That's the type of effort it takes to beat this guy. And you talk about Russell Wilson this year. The guy has 22 touchdowns. 22 passing touchdowns. He threw 3 more this week. He threw 3 interceptions. The funny part is he never seems to have these 3 interception games against the Niners, no matter how good our defenses are. And now we have a banged-up defense. Richard Sherman's obviously not going to be in this game. The secondary has been playing really well. Obviously, they were able to put a number on Cam this week, but we have no pass rush. Is that a good thing? Is that a bad thing? Because every time we have a really good pass rush, we overcommit to him, let him roll inside the pocket, and on those deep crossers, he finds Tyler Lockett or DK Metcalf. Can you name a Niners cornerback that's going to be able to stop that guy at this point? The DBs, they're going to have their work cut out for him this year. When they talk about the hashtag let Russ cook, he's cooking 5-star meals out there. This thing is Gordon Ramsay. Like, honestly, I hate, but God damn it, do I respect this man.
Yeah, and he serves a lot of those 5-course meals against the Niners. You mentioned it. He's had bad games before, but it just seems like whenever it's time to play the Niners, he loves to have career games, loves to have the best games, which makes sense. Divisional rivals over the past few years, it makes sense for them to have that mentality, especially him. And he just makes life difficult for any defense. Any defense in general is going to have a hard time against a player like him. But you mentioned the way the Niners kind of play defense. It makes it even more difficult on ourselves, especially the way that we were playing defense last year, because you mentioned it. The way we overcommit, we like to rush from the edge, and that is almost kind of a bad thing when it comes to mobile quarterbacks like that, because if the moment they get around you, it's a wrap. It's a done deal. And if you combine that with a guy who could throw well on the run and throw well in the pocket and just make any throw in the book, it's just a mess to try to defend. It's one thing having to defend Kyler Murray, who can't make any throw. It seems like he could just outrun you. You could kind of control that in a way. But when you combine that athleticism that Russell Wilson has with his arm, outside of the pocket, it just makes it a complete disaster. And again, I respect it. Anytime he's not playing against the Niners, I love watching him play just because I love him doing his magic against other teams, just not against the Niners. The moment he plays against the Niners, I'm just like, okay, can we just stop the guy? Okay, please don't be as good this week, please. And it just never goes our way, it seems like. And even though the Week 17 game last year, remember how banged up that Seattle offense was. They had to call Marshawn Lynch out of retirement.
Had to unretire Marshawn Lynch, yeah.
They had to unretire Marshawn Lynch, who was eating a bag of Skittles somewhere, and got a call from Pete Carroll and be like, Russell Wilson needs your help. And they were literally a yard away from stealing the division last year. And it was basically all because Russell Wilson, because I couldn't mention to you who else was playing running back for them that week. And that's just the type of player that he is. And that's what makes him so dangerous. And I just hate that we have to face him twice every single year.
You look at what he's had to do this year too. I mean, that defense incredibly bad. It is one of the more historically bad Pete Carroll defenses in his entire coaching career. And Russ has managed to put his team in a position when we talk about those early MVP votes, I would be well earned if he won it. And I've been thinking, just based off the 2 games you watch him against the Niners each and every year, I've thought, how has that man not won an MVP yet? And yeah, he's square with the MVP in those games. Hopefully he's not so much this Sunday. But all right, Niners faithful, let us know your most heartbreaking Russell Wilson versus the Niners moments in the comments below. I'm sure we got some interesting stories here. We'll be back with our next episode to kind of talk about this week's preview, where the Niners are, and you let us know there. But like, comment, subscribe. Jose, anything for the people? Anything? No? All right.
We're going to stop Russell Wilson. We're going to stop Russell Wilson this week. Yeah, 100%.
Heard it here first. We'll catch you next time.